It's the second stroke that he's played like that in 3 balls. AB de Villiers, it was a very similar stroke that led to his dismissal at Supersport Park in the... it's that he's so busy up front, he doesn't often give himself a chance to capitalise at the back end of the innings. He's a natural free-flowing batsman, free-scoring. Nothing wrong with having a look, and by having a look I mean a few singles here and there and the odd leave, and set himself up, because I tell you what, if he gets to over 35, over 40, bowlers will come in for some punishment.
Yeah, and that's why that leave is so important. I mean, he's such a good player, AB de Villiers, that you want him to give himself his best chance. Even the guys who are coming in after him, everybody wants to have a hit in one-day cricket, but you want, as the team, you want him to have as many balls at the wicket, as settled as he can be, to capitalise for as long as possible.
Not quite as fine as he intended. The result, just what he wanted.
It's the busyness of AB de Villiers. He's just come to the wickets and he's already got through to 8. With just 5 balls, first boundary, short ball, sort of leg stump, and just helped it on its way. Bottom edge, which made it go very fine.
What a shot to end the over. 58 for 2.
Freedy's first went for 4. So they might have to do for a little bit, just push it around.
So that you can mock me.
That one at 91 k's per hour.
I didn't realise you were listening this morning when I told the nation that most men can wear pink and get away with it, but there's only one person who can't.
And now you're paying.
I see, so you were listening. Of course, you walk around with that funny little thing on all day, don't you?
I know everything you say.
Mind you, I had to almost retract it.
Cries of catch it. That's a chip though.
I had to almost retract it when I saw Polly in a pink jacket, because it was an awful sort of clash with the carrot-coloured hair. Just chip that down to long off.
And the freckles. And that's what happens when a bowler gets under pressure. He bowls something a little bit wide, a little bit short, and gets hammered for 4 to seal the over. That's developed into a beauty for South Africa. A dozen from it. 93 for 2.
Cricket and also where they feature as far as the highest averages in one-day cricket go. And they are the two that you want to be at the crease for the longest period of time, because their strike rates are good as well. So they scored a rate of knots. Automatically South Africa just score at a much better rate. See that's nice and tight and off stump, but he still gets it away square of the wicket. He's even going to get back for 2 comfortably in the end.
There's that tempo that we're talking about between these two, and Shahid Afridi's not happy that there's a second run taken then, but he's placed it perfectly as AB de Villiers, and then add to that he's really quick between the wickets, runs well here. Amla's not sure there's a second, but is called back, and de Villiers makes it easy. Now more work for the sweeper. It's the other side of him this time. Another 2. 7 off that one. 111 for 2.
There we go. De Villiers so strong. We saw him paddle and other sweep shots earlier. Change of angle, change of shot. A wonderful result. Reverse sweep, picks up a boundary.
Oh, he's so good at this particular shot. Remember him going to 100, I think it was, in a test match. 3 of those in a row.
I think that was in Perth. But what happens from a captaincy perspective, yeah, you think, oh, they're picking up singles so quickly. What can I do? How can we stop this flow of runs? Okay, let's change your angle of attack. Let's come around the wicket and try and tie them up that way. Go around the wicket and reverse sweep 4. Okay, let's go back over the wicket and just go for one upfield.
You would have still thought the rule's 5 in the circle, so obviously wrong. Obviously being too hard on the fielding side. Just 4 in the circle now.
Nicely played, work to be done. Too much. 4 more to de Villiers. And that brings up a wonderful half-century of just 47 deliveries.
There's a challenge when he walks to the wickets, but he's overcome all the challenges presented to him so far and played another fine one-day innings, AB de Villiers.
Well done, Hafiz!
His 31st international 50, ODI 50, 7th against Pakistan. His 2nd at this ground. And that single up to long on brought up the 100 partnership. End of the over, a good one for South Africa. 7 from it, 143 for 2. And again spin. He must be wonderful to bat with as well, because you're never starved of the strike.
Oh, boys, anytime, boys.
I suppose the same can be said of AB de Villiers. It can be quite difficult for a batsman when he's in form, and a new batsman. How well played is that? That is just sheer class.
Junaid Khan ended up in the middle of the wicket with hands on head, because this is a sensational shot. Sort of area he'd be wanting to hit. Junaid Khan just back of a length, side off stump. He's opened the face beautifully. AB de Villiers, he's beat the man at backward point, and the good timing got it away for 4. That's a top shot.
If he had to put a cross on the middle of the bat, that ball would have hit it in the middle of the cross. Beautiful stroke. Wants 2. He's going for it. So quick. He's so quick. Sensational running between the wickets from AB de Villiers and Hashim Amla.
And again, Junaid Khan ended up with hands on head, because this was irritating as well. Just gone for 4. Tucked behind square on the onside, and racing back for 2. Very frustrating as the bowler.
He's not even having to slide his bat in. And he's quick from one end to the other, but also his turn, where a lot of batsmen lose time in the turn. He is sensational. If you get in, there can't be many grounds in the world that are better to bat at than the Wanderers.
And conversely, big challenge as a bowler. He's dug this one in. Junaid Khan just let it run off the face of the bat. It's a tough place to bowl later on in a one-day game. And some 2 batsmen at the wicket who are both in. Your margin for error is pretty much
straight up in the air. Finds the gap this time. 4 more.
Element of risk with the sweeping a leg spinner. You never quite know what the bounce of the ball is likely to be, and that got a bit of a top edge. There is a man at short fine leg, but it cleared him and was slightly to his left, to be honest, of the boundary.
Well ball,
Nicely played through the covers. But only 1. Some of the best shots don't get the most runs.
Come on, lads, come on!
but very effective. 4 more to AB de Villiers.
That brings up the 200 and the end of the over. 203 for 2.
That 162 off 146 balls. They can play shots like this.
Not many you can. Cheeky footwork. But you've got to be very, very brave.
That'd be wide. And that makes you think as the bowler. You've got to be right on the money. You've got to try and stay one step ahead of him. And he might have thought that he'd be going towards leg side there. Fired it. Just stood out the way. This time smashes it for 4.
Well, again, this is premeditated from AB de Villiers, because the movement across the stumps suggests that he's going to work with the angle that Ajmal is presenting, or with the line, I should say. He wants to bowl it at leg stump. He can't afford for de Villiers to hit him through the offside, so he just hits it as hard as he can.
This time finds the fielder. Just a single. And very much a case of damage control. Oh, what a shot. 1 bounce and 4.
It's an exhibition now from de Villiers and Amla. It really is. Hafiz, who is so good in one-day cricket, sees de Villiers giving himself room and bowls it in outside leg stump, but he's too good. Up and over goes de Villiers, away for 4.
That'll be wide. Yeah, I said about trying to put pressure, more pressure on these bowlers with this partnership going along. And de Villiers has really got them struggling. Trying to go through the offside that time along the ground. So tough. Any slight miss in terms of line or length and they're punished. It's gone a long way out, and it's got the distance too to go for 6.
You don't really have to middle them here on the high foul. Just got to get a little bit of bat on him. Because of the altitude that we're at, the ball flies forever. De Villiers gets more than just a bit on this one. 91 he is now.
Gubati, Hafiz. Gubati, Hafiz, Gubati, boys.
Oh, yes. That'll go all the way for 6 as well. Didn't quite get a hold of the one earlier in the over. Went for a 1 bounce ball. That time, it was right out the middle. A 6 over extra cover.
He's got an answer to every delivery, AB de Villiers.
Applause all round. Partnership 199. It's off 166 balls. And AB de Villiers on 99. Just taking time to set the field and make sure it's exactly right. Deep backward square, deep mid-wicket. He's going a bit squarer. And a mid-wicket regulation. In the gap. There it is. AB de Villiers goes to ODI century number 14. A brilliant innings here in front of this bullring crowd, appreciated by his teammates. It also brings up the 200 partnership between Amla and de Villiers.
That is as entertaining a knock as you're going to see. 103 not out of just 87 deliveries. He showed his intent from the very first ball.
Oh, goodness. That's 6. He's taking the mickey now. What a shot.
It's impossible for me to describe how difficult that is to do. And that is just, to go to his 100 is delightful. It's using all the pace. And this against Shahid Afridi, he's hit that for 6 over cover.
Well done, well done, well done.
Yeah, this man's talented, I tell you. The 250 is up now, 251 for 2. Protection now on that cover boundary. Keeps that to just 1. The over's gone for 12 already.
Tell you what, in Durban in a few days' time, I'd be tempted.
That's the target area, isn't it? Over extra cover. Left armour coming around the wicket. He's trying to give himself some room outside leg stump. I'm sure AB de Villiers will be thinking exactly the same thing. Get my body on the onside of the ball and look to go over extra cover, or if presented, straight down the ground.
Wide ball.
Can't be too critical of that man. It's tough bowling conditions, this. Bowling on a really good wicket, fast outfield. 2 batsmen, 100 not out, hitting the ball very sweetly. Not 100% sure what line and length he wants to bowl. Probably trying to go full. In onto middle and leg. Just got it a bit wide there.
He's got mid-on and mid-off up in the circle, so... And they're not going to save a single. It's really quite difficult for him.
Yeah, it's an unusual field setting towards the end of... Yeah, it's a bit unfair. He's played a wonderful innings, 119 not out, and then they forced you to run the single bit quicker than you were intending. Great crowd in. It's been a wonderful atmosphere, and these 2 innings have added to that.
Shy at the stumps, he's struggling. Yeah, I don't think he would have made it on that occasion.
Yeah, it's been a very hot day, and the captain's definitely cramping up. The calves are cramping up. Probably lost a lot of liquid during this innings. A very warm day, and he's struggling a little bit. Mohammad Irfan, the big Pakistan opening bowler, had to leave the field. Really struggling to breathe. And here, AB de Villiers goes down the ground. As soon as he takes off, you can see the way he's running, and he's struggling with some cramp.
Misfield there, another single, sharp single. He's clubbed that away. Gee, he's got some freakish value, this bloke.
Brings up the 300 for South Africa at the end of the 46th over.
He's hit that high. That's going to give someone a bit of a chance. Settling underneath it. And it is a very, very good catch by Shab Malik. It is the end of something really special. They needed that wicket at that time, Pakistan, but if you are a cricket lover, you have witnessed something very special today from AB de Villiers. Really has been a remarkable knock.
Yeah, well played, AB de Villiers. Came at a time where it was tough for South Africa to rebuild the innings. He did that at a good rate of knots. His run rate and strike rate was good the whole way throughout. On this occasion, dying for the cause, trying to bring it around a couple of boundaries. He goes airborne. Wonderful catch from Malik. Well played, de Villiers. 128, South Africa, 301 for 4.